Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King POSH and this is King POSH Gaming. And today we're playing Carx Street. And I finally got all the parts for the van and I'm excited to show you the power I'm pushing out of this thing, how quick it is. It's very fun. I almost have the LO8. I don't know what this car is. If you guys do know, let me know in the comments below. This is clearly a Volvo. But other than that, we're talking about the van. And yeah, so let's get into this thing and show you guys what I like about this thing. So this thing starts out with 245 horsepower. I was able to squeeze out a nice, easy 308 horsepower. So it started out with 245 and now we're at 308. So it is a huge climb in power. And yeah, she's a beast. She really is. I really do love her. She's very gorgeous. I left the original rims on the car itself, but I added some, minor details to the thing, like the back here. Let me floor it there. There's little bars that go across the, the rear glass, and I tinted it out and changed some of the lights, and the lights are even more powerful than they were before. But we're gonna take this thing for a race and have a lot of fun with this thing. Like I said, it's very fast, and unlike everybody else, what do? You hit the nitrous when you take off. So we'll just do that, or we can just not. It's this one with the left turn on there. I will not hit the nitrous right away because everybody's going to slow down once we get to the corner. Is there a car in front of me? There was, because I can't see it because I'm in a van. But that's okay. Excuse me, guys. All right, look at that. I'm already up in the front without NOS. All right. It is an absolute beast. Just going to stay away from the traffic because they're out to get you. They want to kill me. I swear. They want to kill me. And, but yeah, this thing is just, pulling away from these guys. Oh, we're good. We're good. Yeah, this thing handles. It really does. Now that we're up here, we could probably hit the NOS, get some speed out of this thing. We're going to go right between those two, just like that. Yeah, this thing's fast. And this is a short race, but that's okay. I'm fine with short races. There's 142 that I can just pay attention to. We'll go this way. We're going to be slowing down here anyways because these turns here, but it's okay. This thing handles it. It really does. Look at that. It just grips the corners. This is going to be a phenomenal C2, C3 vehicle. I'm telling you guys. It's an absolute beast. And we're almost up to the max 40. Or maybe we hit the 40 on that one. I'm not sure. But either way, thing's awesome. Oh, got an achievement. Sweet, got the elite, win 100 elite races, so that's pretty cool. Let's go and check out this vehicle here, and show you guys everything that I put onto this thing. All right, and maybe even the tuning. It's very, very light tuning that I've done on this thing. But as you can tell, 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. Don't pay attention to that really. I really worked around this thing. Engine swapped. I did a BR26 2.6 liter inline 6T for turbo, and I looked at the other ones. The V6, as you can tell, the specs up above. You think, oh, okay, cool, 7 horsepower difference, and I see an 8-mile-an-hour loss, and definitely a lot slower, and so on and so forth. Everything else would go up to a C2 class, like the 6.0 liter V8. This would definitely be what I would do if I'm going to go for another class higher with this thing. It's quick, it's fast, yeah, it's an absolute beast. But this is where it starts out with, and you have these other options as well. Make it really slow, go with this thing, but no, I went with the BR26. I like this engine. It works very, very well. Okay. And everything here is stock except for these two right here, and these are the ultimates on here, and I think these were like specialty parts. They could have been. So if you don't see them on your thing, then they're specialty parts, and you just gotta work up for them, and it's really easy to do. And there's going to be specialty parts in this thing. All right. I did put a 6 gears, the T60 in here. All right. I looked at these ones here, but as you can tell, it goes up to a C2 class by going with this route. It would make it quicker. I would love it, but it is what it is. There is the 7 gear, and I don't ever believe the acceleration when I put this thing in. I don't use this gearing box much anymore because the acceleration is a complete lie. If I put that on there, that acceleration will go to like 6 or 7 seconds, and then I have to really mess with it. This, however, works for me, and that's the one I'm gonna run. As you can tell, that one goes to C2 right there, right at C2. It's at 150. Look at that, and it's that quick. All right, but the T60 works just fine for me. All right, and of course we've got the ultimate clutch, and this street open is the go-to. It comes with this. It comes with the whole range of parts already on the car, on the van, as I should say, when you get it. So get rid of this. Put this on there. You're going to turn so much better, especially if you're running an all-wheel drive system on here. All right, and then I have the ultimate transmission in there to give me the best, 0 to 60 range. Body. This thing is pretty wild. It is light as possible, and it's also got a stage 2 body lightness to it. All right, as you can tell, you can really save some weight off of this thing, but you're going to go way into the C2 range, and still wouldn't be that bad of a car. Maybe would have to see. I'd have to play around with it. All right, of course you could, make it even the heaviest vehicle in the game, pretty much. And then you could add more power to it if you need to. All right, but I'm happy with the stage 2. I think it works just fine. All right, and like I said, it's got the race weight reduction on top of it just to help out, and it does have the ultimate gas tank in there, and that was just so I could add more power to the vehicle. As you can tell, once I go to here, it goes to C2 class, and so on and so forth. Same as this. All right, look at that. I just I found the blueprint and made the FT tank. I thought I would maybe if I get that, maybe I can make this a little heavier, add some more power to it. But no, in fact, it's the opposite. It actually makes it lighter and quicker, bringing me into a C2 class, and I didn't want to do that right away. It does have the ultimate arrows on this. This is how it came. It already came on there. All right, so you could take them off if you needed to. All right, and still stay in the C1 range and maybe be a little quicker, etc., etc. But I left them on there. I said, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. So there's that. Okay, suspension. It pretty much has everything on there that you could possibly want. I thought about putting these on there, but I said, you know what? I will put those on after the video because then I could see if they really work better or if I just screwed myself over by putting them on there. So I'm not even going to worry about it. The ultimates are on there, and they work. Got the best braking system on there, springs, the lower-end springs, basically, and the best dampeners I have. Okay, and then wheels. There's no spacers on. Well, there is those. It's what comes with it. I think I installed these ones on there just to, give it some more, width. Anyways, rims of choice. You can tell these are the rims I went with. The 265/25 R19s for the front, and then 305/25 R20s for the rear. So I did that. I did that because it was quicker to go with those rims and that way. So I did. Front tires have the max, the stretch 10s. All right, and so does the rear. They're both the maxed out. All right, because look at that. It's actually slower by going it this way. All right, that negative 0.1 there just doesn't go away. I'm telling you. All right, but either way, see, it's still there. Here, if you wanted to see, nothing really right there. Okay, drivetrain for tuning. All right, this is what I've done. If you want to know what I did for the tuning to get it as quick as I like it right now, so you guys can see everything there. All right, there's the transmission. All right, it's a 6-gear transmission. All right, you guys got that? Great. You can pause it if you need these numbers. All right, it really is a solid car. All right, reverse gear, I don't use reverse. And then you have the drivetrain loss is all the way to the left. And then there's nothing on the differential yet because I didn't even get to that point. I just wanted to show you guys this thing ASAP, you know. Now on the body, as you can tell, the weight distribution is more to the rear, I would say. Like I said, I had downforce on the car, and I didn't take them off. I just left them as it, and then I did the air resistance, and you can see where my line is right there. You see that? All right. So for a van, air resistance is a big thing. I mean, you're basically driving a humongous brick, you know. So there's that. All right. And of course, I'm not going to add or anything else to this thing because if I try to remove some weight, as you can tell, it goes to a C2 class, etc., etc. All right, I could add more weight to this thing, maybe add more power to the car, but I just don't see the point. I think it's great just as it is. That is up to you guys. All right, suspension. All right, I didn't even mess with any of this stuff yet. I know how to. I just haven't yet. All right, it works just fine all by itself. It doesn't need a tune. It's pretty much just upgrade and change a couple of things, and you're good to go. You saw how well this thing was handling. It's great. Braking force, though, had to be changed. Oh, wrong thing. Braking force had to be changed on this thing. All right. This thing wouldn't brake for nothing. It has 308 horsepower, and that thing, once you get this brick moving, it's hard to stop. So I increased the braking by a lot on this thing, and it stops a lot better than it does stock. So run what I have right here, and you'll be golden. All right, everything else here is stock. All right, I just haven't seen a need to tune it since it's a C1 class. I think when I'm in the higher brackets, C3, C4, I would need the tune a little bit more. But either way, as you can tell, tire pressures haven't changed on here. All right, I really don't see anything going these directions here. And I just left it as is. And that is the build. That is the tune that I have. It's very simple. Like I said, the C1 class, I don't see me having to do much to this thing. But it's powerful. And it's fun. You know, it's not complicated to work with since it's a C1 class. You know, we'll get up there. You know, we'll get up there with some stuff. Turns really good. It's very quick. I really like it. And yeah, so if you get the van, you're like, oh, I got the van. Well, I turned it green, and basically it's the Scooby-Doo van for me. You know, I didn't see any decals in the decal shop that would, you know, make it a Scooby-Doo van. I basically would have to do it myself if I want to make a Scooby-Doo, you know, paint job to it. But right now, I'm just enjoying the game right now, etc., etc. You want to see how fast this thing goes? Let's see how fast this thing goes. Let's go up here. I always like to come up here and go down the highway and see how fast we can go. All right. Oh, whoa. We are nearly empty. All right. Yeah. It's got, yeah, no. We're going to put in some sport in there. Give it some good fuel. Okay. Give it some new tires. You can tell there's the tires that I'm running on there. Okay, so we got those. That's very important. These tires are important. Okay. It is a race van. So there's that. Yeah, this thing's pretty wicked. I like it. Yeah. I like vans. Vans are cool. Definitely gets up to speed pretty quickly. here we go. Not even on the NOS, just driving. All right. I mean, we are going slightly downhill. There's that. I mean, look at that. We're already at 162, 161, 162. And we're gonna get on the NOS here. Look at that, 171, 172, 173. I just saw it. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I'm telling you, it is very fast. So yeah, it's great. You know, but like I said, I just got the FGT, so I'm gonna be using that. I've been using the Viper a lot. It's these are both all-wheel drive. Pretty cool vehicles. I'm excited to see what this C4 can do here, because my other C4, this is a drift car, and I needed another C4 car, so you know, I'll get to it, you know. So yeah, look at this thing. Thing's awesome. I did turn off traffic. I just got annoyed with them. But if you ever want to just know what this thing's like, yeah, it's very, very, very quick. All right, but it's still a work in progress. We'll get there. Though I expect it to go faster, being that what it is, but you know, yeah, it's awesome. There's 180, 183, 185, nearly 190. I think I've gotten this thing up to 190 already, or 200, somewhere around there. So it is a work in progress. But let's see here. Let's just take this real quick before we end this video. Because once I'm done with this thing, maybe I'll show it off. 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. It says 171, but I've gone well over 190 miles an hour with this thing. So there's that. You know, and yeah, I have the LSS V8 in there, and it comes stock with the V6, so you can see there's the difference in power. It starts with 413 horsepower and with a top speed of 166 and a 4.2. By going with this big V8 in there, I was able to get it up there, and like you see, it's already a C4, but it's not a C5 yet. So there's still some more work to be done with this vehicle. I don't know what all I'm going to do to it. I can't really put a turbo on it right away because it would take me up to a C6. I could do that, actually. I would just have to, you know, go over to here, I think. Oh, no, I already had the max on there. So I wouldn't be able to do that. So I have to find another way around that to do that. Yeah, see, there's like not much there I can do. So it is what it is, and it's another build for another day. But until then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Stay speedy.